My parents sold my late grandmother's house behind my back. It was supposed to be mine. I, 27F, grew up in a small town where my grandmother's house was basically the center of the universe. It was the one constant thing in my life. A little yellow house with peeling paint, creaky wooden floors, and a smell that was somehow equal parts lavender and old paper. When I was a kid, that house was my safe place. My parents fought a lot, mostly about money, but grandma's house was where the noise stopped. She'd make tea, listen to my stories, and tell me that this house will always be yours one day, sweetheart, a place where you can start over if life gets too heavy. I believed her. In high school, when my dad lost his job and we had to move into an apartment, I basically lived with grandma full time. I helped her with groceries, cleaned the garden, and stayed by her side when her arthritis got worse. Even in college, I came home every weekend just to mow the lawn and make sure she wasn't alone. Everyone, and I mean everyone, in the family knew that I was the one who took care of her. My cousins never visited. My parents only came by on holidays. It was just me and her, always. When grandma passed away 2 years ago, I was devastated, but also strangely at peace, because she had been very open with me about her will. She told me directly that she wanted me to have the house. I never asked for it. She insisted, "You earned it, love. You kept it alive." After the funeral, things started getting weird. My parents were quiet, almost too quiet. I figured they were grieving in their own way, so I didn't push. But when I asked about the will, my dad brushed me off with a quick, "We'll handle it, don't worry." At first, I didn't. I trusted them. Then one day, I drove past grandma's street and there was a for sale sign in front of her house. I thought it had to be a mistake. I literally parked my car, got out, and stood there like an idiot, staring at the sign with this numb buzzing in my head. I called my mom immediately. She sounded annoyed, not surprised. "Oh, honey, yes, we sold it. We needed to settle some debts," and I don't even remember the rest of what she said because everything inside me just cracked. That house wasn't just property. It was grandma's legacy. It was her promise to me, and they'd sold it behind my back. I couldn't sleep that night. My chest felt tight, like someone had stacked bricks over it. I kept replaying my mom's words. We needed to settle some debts. Debt? My parents were always terrible with money, sure, but this wasn't theirs to sell. Grandma's house was supposed to be mine. Every memory, every Christmas morning, every lazy Sunday spent in that creaky kitchen. It wasn't just nostalgia, it was my inheritance. And suddenly it was gone. The next morning, I tried to act normal, but my hands kept trembling as I poured cereal into a bowl. My dad sat across from me at the tiny kitchen table, reading the newspaper like nothing had happened. I finally snapped. "Why did you sell grandma's house?" I asked, my voice higher than I intended. He looked up slowly, his face tight. "A lot of things, kiddo," he said. "No, Dad, I mean it." "Why? That house wasn't yours to sell. Grandma made it clear it was mine." He sighed, put down the paper, and leaned back in his chair. "Look, we're not proud of it, but we had no choice." "No choice?" I shouted. "You always have a choice. You could have told me. You could have asked me." My mom appeared in the doorway, arms crossed, eyes narrowed. "We did what we had to do," she said. "You weren't in a position to take it anyway. You're 27, living paycheck to paycheck. This was bigger than just a house." I stared at her, completely frozen. I wanted to say something, but the words got stuck somewhere between rage and disbelief. Living paycheck to paycheck? That was exactly why I had kept grandma's house. So I'd have security, a safety net that she trusted me with. And they had stolen that under the guise of helping the family. I didn't sleep for days. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the house, the chipped yellow paint, to swing in the backyard, the way the sunlight hit the living room in the morning. It was gone, and there was nothing I could do. Finally, I decided to look up the sale records online. I needed proof. My hands shook as I typed in the address, heart hammering with a mix of hope and dread. There it was, my parents' names listed as the sellers. Not some legal complication, not a temporary hold. They had signed everything themselves. I called my grandma's lawyer, an older man who had always been kind to me. I asked him why I hadn't been contacted. Why had the will not been executed according to grandma's wishes? He sighed, and I could hear the frustration in his voice. "Your parents handled the estate without informing you. Legally, there are loopholes, but morally, you're right. They went against your grandmother's intentions." Hearing it from someone outside the family hit me like a punch in the gut. This wasn't just betrayal. It was a complete erasure of my role in grandma's life. I felt dizzy, nauseous, like the air had been sucked out of the room. The confrontation with my parents escalated that evening. I tried to keep it calm at first. The full story is on my channel.